All right, so we're going to buzz through some key elements of thought leadership this morning. And we'll start by saying no intellectual niche is occupied by just one person. There's always other people there, and they're coming and going. Uh, but never assume if you consider yourself a thought leader, does the market first. But never assume you know it. You know it all. Um, it's not a guaranteed lifetime gig. You have to earn it every day. You can be, I believe you can be a subject matter expert without being a thought leader. Um, I think thought leaders are titles or roles designated by the community you serve, not by putting thought leader on your LinkedIn headline. So if you're going in that direction, this applies to SMEs as well. Pick an area where you have deep experience and deep knowledge, not exactly brain surgery there, but an area, and this is important to me, it's an area where you have passion. If you're a thought leader and you don't have passion, you're going to bore the shit out of people and nobody's going to care what you say. Okay? Have a definite point of view. It's got to be an area where you know some of the other SMEs and are open to meeting other people with the same interests and knowledge. But it's a perpetual learning environment. So develop a resource list, media, books, peers, places where you can continue to learn. Establish your credentials. So figure out who your audience is, what kinds of information they want, and you're going to get this through discussing that with them, and develop content that's germane to them. The content has to come out on a regular basis. I started writing for this market back in the early 90s, and I did it because I was observing some things that I thought needed a broader audience. And I also wanted feedback to see if what I thought about what people were doing was resonating with other people as well. Share in multiple venues and stay consistent in your messaging. Consistency is another key factor in this. So find and create venues for sharing. So you have traditional media outlets, podcasts. You can start your own. You can be a guest on others. Blogging, articles and posts on LinkedIn. Speak at events. Speaking at events, you've got to seek these out and submit to be a speaker. So usually there's going to be some sort of not necessarily broad announcements. So if there are groups that you would like to speak at, check out their website, get in touch with the people in charge of populating the speakers, and say, when do you take submissions for ideas for speaking at your events? You've got to be very active there if you want speaking roles. But creating venues like this was created for us, but we've maintained it ourselves. So, and you all know, I hope, that you can throw your ideas out here and get feedback from some of the brighter people in our market. That's key to growing and to staying, at or near the top of whatever niche you have. Accessibility. I have my book meeting with me on my LinkedIn profile. I have it there. I don't enjoy all the meetings. I'll be honest about that. But every now and again, I'll get questions from people or ideas from people that really lead me in new directions. So accessibility is important. And finally, trust and authenticity are critical factors. Authenticity, I think, is is overused, but it's really important here. If your audience doesn't trust you, they don't find you authentic, um, you're not doing a very good job of anything. So if you don't have a fully formed, like AI, I'm still working out my opinions on AI, and I don't know where you guys are on this. But if you don't have a fully formed opinion, either wait or say, here are my initial thoughts, but don't bluff. Don't take somebody else's opinion. Um, Always speak your mind, but try to think first. So I told you I'd go through this quick, and that's it.